Hello everyone. No lickety log splitters today. I talked about my Kubota L4060 in the past, and the latest attachment I got is a tree and post puller from Titan Manufacturing. Had it about 2 weeks, and the main reason I bought it was for these Japanese barberry. I'm pretty sure that's what they are. If you're familiar with these, they're an invasive weed or bush, whatever you want to call it. This happens to be a pretty good size one, and they're just taking over in a fence row between me and my neighbor, and a couple of the driveways that I maintain around here. They're growing on the sides, and they just keep getting bigger, and they hang over and push into if you're mowing or whatever, they just keep pushing you further away. They do have little spikes on them, little thorns, and they are very, very sharp. I used to pull these out by wrapping a strap around the base and then just yank them out, but then I'd have to handle them at some point, and I don't care what kind of gloves you have. I tried leather gloves, good leather gloves. These thorns are so sharp and tiny, they'll go right through the leather. So then you spend the evening picking slivers and little thorns out of your fingers. Anyway, I don't have to worry about that now. I have this Titan tree puller. I stay in the comfort of the cab. And by the way, today it's November 7th, and when you're in the sun, I needed the air conditioner. Not a bad thing, believe me. So the main thing I'll talk about today, a little bit about the tree puller. I'm very happy with that. I'd like to show you what I did for hydraulic supply to operate it. I considered a Kubota third function right from Kubota, but I believe the cost, if I'm not mistaken, and it might be more, I don't know, it's around $900, and that did not include installation. So I already had a set of remotes in the back that I ordered with the tractor. I've had the tractor about a year and a half. Turned 300 hours on it yesterday. But I ordered a set of remotes for my hydraulic top link. I had a hydraulic top link in the past on another tractor, and I wouldn't be without it. So I thought, why not use the hydraulic supply that I already have to operate the jaw on the tree puller. So I went with 3/8 hoses. These are just your standard ag couplers. I put street elbows on them so the hoses drop straight down. And then just your regular old 1/2-inch JIC pressed onto your 3/8 hose. I'll step around the other side of the tractor here. Those hoses go underneath the cab there. There's lots of room. There's no pinch points. There's no place to rub or wear through. They're fastened down good. I'm on the left side of the tractor. And you can see where they come up on that side to a bulkhead. Again, they're just the regular 1/2-inch Pioneer type ag couplers. I bought bulkhead fittings. That piece of angle steel I didn't have to buy. That was a piece of angle that I used. It came with the tree puller. That's the crate that it was packaged up in. So I got quite a bit of 2-inch angle steel for other projects. Anyway, I put a bulkhead there, and by the way, if you have an LA805 loader like I do, there were 2 bolts threaded into the arm with nothing there. I'm not sure what they were for. There was nothing mounted there, but I was able to utilize those existing bolts and just drilled holes in my bulkhead at a level when everything's sitting level, so I didn't have to drill anything into my loader arm. This is in case I ever take the loader off. I probably never will. I have not yet. I don't do mowing or anything like that, or bush hogging. I don't plan on, and if I did, I'd probably leave the loader on. But you never know. Someday if I trade it or whatever, somebody might appreciate that, having a disconnect. Or for service or something, you never know. So I thought it was a good idea. Plus it supports the hoses as they come up. Bulkhead fittings. Again, 3/8 hoses, JIC fittings coming out. Got a little play in them there for movement. Tested it out. There's plenty of hose there. Nothing's stretched or in a bind. They come down, tied fast to the boom supply hose. Check that out. There's nothing stretched or in a bind. Then they both kind of go up underneath the loader arm a little bit, because there were a couple places there where I could strap them fast to the steel lines. And then they come back out and go right to another bulkhead. And I know the regular Kubota, these fittings would be facing in line with the tractor, but I didn't care about doing that. Didn't have to do it, so this setup works fine. Another bulkhead I made up, bulkhead fittings, and the puller came with flat face couplers, a male and a female. So I purchased another male and female. They're bulkhead type, so that they fit right into my piece of angle. Drilled those holes. There is an extra fitting here. The bulkhead flat face fittings did not come with a 1/2-inch JIC. They were the next size up. But the hydraulic supply place had me fixed up with some adapters, and that's fine. I think this company that I bought the flat face couplers from, there are bulkheads that come with a smaller JIC, but I would have had to order them. And these came, I think I had them in a day from the shop that made the hoses. So there's an extra connection there, but there's no leaks. Everything's tucked away nice and neat. And I'm very happy with the setup. So you can sit in the cab. You can operate the jaws just using your #1 remote. And so far it works great. The only other attachment I might put on the front, grapple doesn't really interest me right now, maybe in the future. Snowplow would be the big thing for me. And if I ever get a snowplow, I can use the same remotes to angle the plow. Any questions or comments, feel free. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.